When you guys lose and things are out of your control, does it make it even maybe a little more frustrating?
Well, I don't know that's out of our control. I could have played better, and then it is in your control. So you just can't play bad football against a good football team.
Anything changed in the second half with what they were throwing at you?
I don't think so. I mean, maybe switch up some coverages here and there, but just I didn't play well enough.
Then is this the kind of game where you kind of felt like all the calls were going against your side?
No, we're not going to put it into the refs' hands. We need to play better football. Like I said, we didn't play well enough on offense.
Can you talk about what you saw in the long one to Hunter?
Yeah, I tried to look the safety off and then throw it up for him to run under it, and I just put too much on it. That's on me.
Did the interception slip, or was
Yeah.
that? What do you guys think of after AB's touchdown in that first half and just the momentum that carried into it?
Well, it's we always talk about trying to get the scoring at the end and then get the ball back and score, and so we got half of it done, and then went out and we put together a good drive, and then did finish it.
You had 2 games in a row where it looked like you could have easily won them, and they got away from you. Is that
Football? It's football.
no harder to swallow than the other loss?
No, it's. I mean, it stinks. I hate losing at home. I hate it for our fans. I hate losing it for my linemen and the rest of these guys. But we'll come in tomorrow. We'll look at it and we'll move on.
If James is not able to go next week, how do things change offensively for you guys?
You know what? I hate to even comment on anything without knowing what's going on with James or anything. So, we'll I guess proceed as we need to moving forward. I just don't know how to answer that. Sorry.
Do you like what you got out of Samuels tonight?
I thought he played well. He got to the spots where he needed to be, and then made plays with the ball in his hand.
Ben, what's your concern level now when you look at the loss last week and then losing a big lead tonight? What's your level of concern with
None.
where this team is right now?
None.
Why not?
Don't need to panic. Don't need to worry.
Hey, can you put your finger on what happened in the second half, how the lead disappeared?
Well, we didn't get it done today. No excuses need to be made. We fell short at it today.
Antonio, where does this team find consistency? Obviously, you've had some halves over the last couple of weeks. It seems like at times
Well, there's a quarter left of football. We got to continue to figure out a way to win and get ourselves a chance to get to the dance.
What did they do in the second half to kind of take you away?
I think we got points when we needed. It just came down to a little execution. But like I said, we didn't get the job done today. We don't make excuses. We still got a quarter left for football, and still got our goals right in front of us.
Antonio, there were some suspect calls, 2 that led to touchdowns. False start that wasn't called and a block in the back that wasn't called. What do you do about that?
We can't put no blame or point no finger. We got to point the thumb and figure out a way that we could win ball games without expecting flags.
You had to answer some questions this week. There was drama about what Ben said or not. Is that frustrating at this point? Is that a distraction? Does that have any impact come Sunday?
It's part of the game. That's all it is. It's part of the game.
And you don't feel that anything that happened this week affected anyone on the team this weekend?
We went out there today. We fought for a game. Everyone to a man put their heart on the line. We just came up short.
You saw James Conner go down. Was there any panic?
We never want to see a guy like him go down, any guy go down. But like we said, every guy in the helmet got to upheld the standard, and anybody could be the reason we win.
Hi.
Anything final for Antonio? Thank you, AB.
All right, thank you.
They executed better. We were short in some gaps, and when those zone reads come, you got to be, outside zones. They come, and you got to keep filling with them. And we didn't get enough upfield to contain those.
Man, we got to play better. Then he had 26 points in the second half. We can't do that. Can't do that. Down two in a row. We got to try and continue to find a way to fight for 60 minutes. We fought hard, but weren't good enough.
Made too many mistakes that cost us a game, really.
Anything change in the second half in terms of what they were showing you?
No, but when you have penalties on our side, we take the blame for it. That stop drives, that's what type of stuff that happens. So you got to be perfect, especially in these night games, especially against a good team too. Some calls that could have went either way. Either way, it stopped the drive.
You can't really point the finger in games like this. It's a team effort throughout the whole thing. If defense would have stopped them on the last drive or offense would have scored a touchdown, either way, we would have won the game. But we just got to keep on working together, just stay together as a team, and we still got a long road left. We got 4 more games, and then we got playoffs, so we got to just keep it rocking.
Let's start with the long touchdown. Did you see a false start?
Yeah, I did.
Any conversations with anybody that shed any light on it?
I'm not going to say anything. The officials can talk about it, but the film kind of speaks for itself.
Did you feel you guys got a fair shake at the line compared to what they were getting?
It's not my job to call that play. I mean, the film will speak for itself.
Any play at all, throughout the game?
The film will speak for itself. The officials will go with the film. It's not my job.
I mean, it wasn't called, so, I mean, there's really nothing you could do about it. I don't want to leave it in the ref's hands, but it was definitely a block in the back that they missed.
How frustrating is that?
I mean, it's definitely frustrating because at the end of the day, the play went for a touchdown, and that could have been, obviously turned out to be the outcome in the game. So it was definitely a big play that was missed, but it's over with. We can't do nothing but get back in the lab and keep working.
Disappointing game in a lot of ways. First and foremost, the result. Got to win those. We didn't. The consequences, we'll absorb it. We'll be back. On the injury front, a number of things. Hunter's got a shoulder, wasn't able to return. Cam Kennedy, the snapper's got a knee sprain. James Conner's got a lower leg contusion. Ryan Switzer's in the concussion protocol. And Chickalo has got an ankle. Disappointing. Got to tip your cap to the Chargers. They made the necessary plays. This time of year when you win, you say very little. When you lose, you say less. So I'll open it up for questions.
The ending, Mike, what happened with the offsides?
Evidently we were offsides on a number of those.
Anyone else? What was the explanation on the first touchdown when they jumped, the right tackle jumped?
It was no explanation other than they missed it. It's unfortunate.
How about on the spot on the fourth down that you had to challenge and use a timeout on?
Hey guys, I'm not getting into all of the officiating elements of what transpired and how it was communicated. I'm just not. It's fruitless. It doesn't change the outcome of the game.
Anyone else? Boswell obviously missed another extra point in this game. At what point does that become concerning to you? I know you've said it isn't concerning before, but
There was so many other things that transpired in the game that I'm not ready to address that element of it. Obviously he's got to make extra points. He didn't in that instance. He's our kicker, but there were a lot of things that transpired, kind of in that game. So I'm not ready to address that.
Mike, did you get a sense where this game turned, or how?
We didn't establish rhythm in the beginning of the second half. We had a couple of drives killed by penalties, holding penalties. It's catastrophic. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I'm going to do that because I sent enough money to New York.